The future of search isn't about being found, it's about being chosen. Our guest today has built a platform that does just that. Help you and your brand become the chosen one.
All right, so we spent the last year talking about SEO and AI search and how we've been looking for ways to help our clients shift gears and really be chosen by the AI overlords. We've been working really hard to get ahead of the competition so that we had something to offer our clients that was kind of effective, reliable, something that we could apply for AI search optimization. But we kept struggling to come up with platforms that were pivoting as quickly as we were ready to.
Let alone have access to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And can afford.
Right, that part. Actually have a human at the other end.
Yeah. And so it was getting pretty frustrating.
Yeah. We want to move fast, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're a small agency. We're able to pivot.
Pivot.
Of course. But, before we really dig into this, I mean, new year, new us. Look at these new digs. Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay,
There's
good.
way more cameras here. No pressure.
Okay.
All right. You're right. Like we struggled. It was frustrating. We were looking for platforms and partners who wanted to play with us. And most
They
of them
were ready to play at the level we wanted to play at.
Yeah, they were just way too big elephants. They didn't want to talk to the little people. It's like trying to call somebody at Google or Facebook. Good luck. But then we got spotted, the marketing agency that could, right? All of a sudden, ABM campaigns were flying in and they reached our inboxes and, it's been a great fit for us. I mean, it's that they identified a niche in the marketplace and we are the right fit for them, I believe. But what we were really trying to do, because I want to be clear, is that we were really trying to work on our clients' behalf to find content gaps. We were trying to see and measure what their AI presence was. We were trying to find a tool or platform that would allow us to roadmap and put a plan together for success so that we could grow their AI visibility. Tom Lee is joining us today. He's the CEO and co-founder of the GEO giant, Visto. And with that, let's swing it to Tom.
Hi there. My name is Tom Lee. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Visto. Visto is a GEO platform that is built specifically for agencies to help agencies better serve their clients in the age of AI search. What we're really focused on is the hard stuff. So I think at the end of the day, what companies are really looking for, what the end clients are looking for, is how to best position themselves in the AI answers. So just doing passive AI monitoring, I believe, is not adequate. My mission is to really help empower agencies to really work closely with their clients and get them the best results possible and really deliver end-to-end ROI.
That's a great overview and introduction. We definitely appreciate that. And again, thanks for being with us today, Tom. Please tell us and our audience a little bit about your past. If you could tell us and share with us about your leadership team, your partners, and then where this concept started.
Yeah. So I'm a product guy. I've been building products for almost 20 years now. Started off my career at large tech companies, Apple, Walmart, e-commerce. And for myself, I quickly realized that I like working in smaller teams. I like working at startups. So from there, I went to two startups. The first one is a company called Wiser Solutions, and Wiser does AI optimization for retail pricing. And then the second startup is a company called RangeMe. And RangeMe helps connect brands with big box retail. And it was actually there that I really started hearing a lot from brands about this new AI search thing coming up and how concerned they were. This was back in 2022, right? So brands were really wanting to own their future and have control over their organic presence on the internet. So that began with SEO. But as ChatGPT started to get more and more popular, they started thinking, how do they best position themselves for the future? So that's really the starting point of Visto. Harry Chiang is my co-founder, super, super brilliant guy. He went to Stanford for his master's in computer science. He specialized in machine learning. And he's really been able to build out some really, really awesome capabilities and really the optimization engine that really helps agencies position their clients in AI answers.
Mm-hmm. No, that's great. And Harry, to your point, is one of the smartest human beings I've ever had a chance to talk with and work with. So why now though? Like, I understand the build up, your past, your experiences, but like, why now? What's going on with the timing of what's going on in the world that this is important?
Yeah. So back in 2022, like it seems like a very long time ago, but really, it's not. It's really only 3 years ago, right? Like, end of 2022, ChatGPT ushered in this new era of AI search, and I think that fundamentally changed everything. And when we look at how search is happening right now, like close to 40% of searches are already happening in AI search platforms, and by 2030, almost 80% of searches will be in AI. That's really, really massive. And companies are already starting to see the impact. Companies are seeing a 30 to 70% reduction in organic traffic. That's massive. That's huge. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of value that can be gained from agencies and from clients who are forward leaning, right? Traffic coming from AI search increased by 4x in the past 5 months. 4x.
Can you keep up?
And the quality of this traffic, it converts 8 times higher than traditional Google search traffic. So like for me, I feel like it's such an amazing time that we live in right now. There's this really, really awesome new technology that I think is going to fundamentally change everything across the board in digital, and I think also in the AI enabled physical world as well.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, so we've talked about AI search a lot in the last year on this podcast. And I keep saying that SEO still matters. So quick question. Is that right? Am I saying the right thing? Do you think that's accurate?
Have we been lying?
Have we been lying? Are we right? SEO still matters, right?
So I hear people arguing about this all the time. Like some people say SEO is dead. Some people say, GEO is just SEO called by a different name. I fundamentally believe that SEO is still super, super important, and GEO is built on the foundation that SEO has really laid out there.
Yeah,
that's a great answer, because otherwise we're going to pack this up. That's it. We're out of here.
And what made you go into the GEO space instead of AEO, right?
LLM, GEO,
because there's
AEO.
so many.
It's alphabet soup.
So it's so funny, right? Like it's like GE, AI, AEO, like whatever. I think this industry is so new right now. People they haven't even come to a consensus on what to call it. So I
totally
call
agree.
it GEO,
Yeah,
because we're optimizing for generative engines.
okay.
And then us as a product, to be clear, is we have an AI visibility
Right
package, foundations package, core. I can't even say it. We need to rename these things.
6-page core.
Six-page core. There it is. AI Foundation, 6-page core. Say it 5 times fast.
No, we don't need to. You never need to.
All right, fine. Go ahead.
So, so we've had a lot of fun learning to use your platform and, using it for our clients. And part of it is that it looks at 7 areas of analysis initially when we first do the audit, and then it measures us over time. And so I wrote them down because I do not remember them off the top of my head.
Oh, come on. Pop quiz.
I should have. I'll come up with like an acronym for it. Visibility, competitor, sentiment, content gap, citation, on-page, and technical analysis. So how did you land there in understanding what AI is looking at and citing?
Yeah. So I think at the core, right? Like what is, let's kind of break it down to like first principle. So like what is AI search? AI search is really built on large language models. And these large language models are, they're neural networks, and they're made up of neurons. And what it's actually trying to do is actually looking at patterns, and it's trying to make predictions. So it uses like transformers to predict the next word. That's really what it's trying to do, right? So when someone types in a prompt into ChatGPT or Perplexity or Google AI Overview, right? Or like search for AI Overview, AI is really creating a semantic map of that space. And it's trying to understand what is that user trying to get out of that question? That's actually very, very important, right? So for a company to actually make it into the AI answer, you actually need to actually cover as much of that semantic space as possible so that you're relevant, right? So the content that you have needs to be relevant to how AI wants to answer your question. So these large language models are trained typically, several months ahead of time, and that training is static. Now, when you type in something, what does it do next is it'll actually try to fill in any knowledge gaps that it has or knowledge that might be outdated. So it actually goes out and does a series of web searches. So that's actually a very big connecting point between GEO and SEO. So in order for you to actually show up, you need to actually show up in these search results. So from there, AI might bring back, let's say, 40 search results. And then, of those 40, it would decide what are the 5 to 7 that it would actually use and cite. That process is very important. How does it actually get from the 40 to the 7? So AI reads content very similarly to a human being, right? So content that is fresh, content that is actually meaningful, impactful, and not just AI repackaged slop tends to get, used a lot more. And then from there, like technical GEO, that really helps a lot. So that's fundamentally how we approach this, is really kind of breaking it down to the fundamentals and really kind of built on top of exactly to match how AI actually works.
And do you think any of the 7 are 2 of them the really good ones that you really need to watch more than others, or they're all kind of equally weighting how you're showing up?
So I think
do you have a favorite child, basically?
What's that?
Do you have a favorite child, basically?
So I think visibility is very important. I think understanding what topics people are searching for and what prompts people are searching for, and then actually showing up in those answers, that's very important. Yeah. Understanding how AI is reading your content, the AI readability part, again, that is super, super critical. And then from there, like AI, the content coverage and technical GEO, these are all very tied in with how AI actually makes the decision.
And I don't think we actually kind of covered this yet, but part of the thing that Visto does is it looks at all these areas and then says, here are your opportunities. And so then the agencies can figure out where we want to put our resources to try and address those. And one of the coolest parts is like the per prompt analysis. Can you talk a little bit about how that works and what we can see on the agency side within that analysis?
Yeah. So part of our optimization, so we break it out into 3 different parts. And we're really trying to supercharge and superpower the agencies to be even more effective and even more efficient. So the first step is the identification of the opportunities. So our platform continues to scan the client's presence on the internet. And we look for any gaps and opportunities so that agencies can help, make improvements for the clients. That's really where it starts. And then from there, we recommend optimization tasks and strategy so that agencies can actually, do more optimization, and then we measure the impact and the results. So for the prompt analysis, what we do is based on the specific topics that we think is very relevant for the client, we actually track individual prompts and actually track is the client in the AI answer. Like, are they being mentioned? Is there a URL in the answer to take the user back to your website? And are you being cited? Because citations is also another source of traffic.
The citation part's really cool.
Yeah. So what we really try to do is to get the client into the AI answer in those 3 ways.
Yeah, and you can see where other people are showing up, which is really neat too. You're like, why are they getting cited and we're not getting cited?
Right. And then it'll show you, because they have this content created. So in the beginning, in the introduction from the start, something that we were looking for was this roadmap. So this opportunity roadmap, because at first, in version 1.0, Tom, correct me if I'm wrong, but 1.0, there wasn't a roadmap. And I remember us raising the flag, right, saying, hey, this is great, but there's 70 things here to do. And we're like, well, that's 70 things per page times 10 pages in our SEO plus schema markup and service and monitoring, blah, blah, blah. We can't possibly do 70 things on a page. So help us prioritize. And that's what's great, is that it does give us the roadmap in red light, yellow light, green light. Right. And it helps us be more efficient. And then from there, the meter starts. Right. So we make adjustments to the page, create content, restructure the page, flag, schema markup, all the things. And then the meter starts and we can see the baseline of where it started. And then on a weekly, monthly basis, we can see how it's now performing.
Yeah. And so the way we're applying this tool for us, which we love good tools.
Where's the counter? Ding.
Is that, we're running this scan and then we can review with the client. Like, these are your opportunities. This is building out huge multi-page piece of content on this topic, or this is just, you got to change your heading tags on this page.
And you know who loves these, loves this, are the C-suite, the founders, owners who are alphas typically, and they want to know what their competitors are doing. Because when we first engage in our process, we can run an audit against their competitors, put in keywords, and then we can show exactly what prompt you're showing up for, not showing up for, where your competitors are beating you to put together your war chest. Yeah, and they love that.
They do like seeing that. Well, especially if they show up on it. They don't really like it when they don't show up on it. But
no, but it gives them a clear path forward of what to do next and where to invest their time, money, energy.
Yep.
Okay. Do you see, Tom, do you see a time when only AI visibility matters?
So this is going to be a little controversial. I actually do see a world where AI visibility is going to be the only thing that matters.
You're at the right place for controversy. Go ahead. Sorry.
Because I like to skate to where the puck is going, right? And if you look at all the platforms out there, so obviously ChatGPT is the biggest AI search platform. Perplexity is growing really fast. These are, like AI search native. But even the elephant in the room, even Google themselves, they're moving really, really fast down this path. They started with Google AI Overview, which now covers over 30% of keywords. And now they have AI mode. So I think search is going to move to a place where AI is trying to actually deliver the answer to you as quickly as possible. And then at points, people will need to go to the website to get additional content or to make the purchase. Now, even further out, I see a world where there are going to be millions of AI agents going all over internet, doing discovery and actually doing transaction on behalf of a human being, right? So if I want to go buy a new pair of skis for my 3.5-year-old daughter, all I really need to do is just tell AI, like, I want to buy a pair of skis. And AI already has all the context about me, about my daughter, how tall she is, how much she weighs. And then a day later, a new pair of skis show up at my doorstep.
Skynet.
Some people are scared of that. I'm like, yes, thank you. That's exactly what I'd like.
Yeah?
I love targeted ads. I'm a huge fan. Gotcha. I buy that stuff all the time.
Got it. Just to kind of rewind a little bit, though. So websites, SEO still are important, though, because when I just want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly before my head explodes. So SEO is still important. Websites, content, all these things are still important because AI assistants are now using that as part of the formula of serving up who they choose. Correct? Am I saying that correctly?
That's correct. I think at the interface is going to be AI search, but what powers that interface is still going to. I believe websites will still exist. I think people are still going to want to. I think websites are. I think a website is a better user experience. It's a better UI, to consume certain type of content. Like nothing really beats watching a video, right? It doesn't matter how many words you actually read. Sometimes you just want to watch the video.
Yeah.
And like that kind of format, I still think there's a place for it. I also think that there is a place for enabling AI to consume the type of content that they need. The product information that's actually very relevant and important for AI to actually kind of consume and use in its kind of like modeling and how it actually makes a recommendation. Some of that detail is probably too detailed for a human being. Like, I mean, I don't read a user manual anymore, right? But for AI, it can definitely read through all of it to actually make the best recommendation, for example.
I use it like a user manual sometimes too.
Yeah, you do.
How do I change the light in my microwave?
You're really far down the line. I think. As we know, though, like as far as like people are, what we're learning, people are still using AI searches like Google. And we're like, no, go a step further. Like, what do you mean? So it's just a different way of thinking, right? But as time is quickly moving, different generations are picking up and they're not using Google at all anymore.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So we were talking in the beginning about how we were not finding a platform that worked for us. We've been working with you for almost close to a year, almost. It's a little under a year. But so now what are you seeing in the competitive landscape for other people that, you're up against and what's making you guys different?
Yeah. So I think there are two primary ways that we're very different. The one is when you look at the geo companies out there, they all focus on AI visibility and visibility monitoring. So that's very passive. I mean, it's important information. It's important insight to understand: are you showing up in AI search? But just knowing that it's only the early stages, right? Ultimately, what you want to do is be able to influence AI and for agencies to help a company show up in the AI answer or improve how they show up in AI search, right? If there's like a negative sentiment around your brand, you want to be able to fix it, right?
Yeah.
So I think the solutions out there, my opinion is they took the quick and easy path. They solved for what was easy first, which is passive monitoring. For us, Harry and I, we kind of come from a very technical background. So we wanted to solve for the hard thing first. Like start with the hard thing and really crack optimization and then work backwards. So that's our approach. So our platform is very, very focused on actionability. And the second part is who we choose to serve, our ICP. Other companies, they all go after enterprise or go direct to the end company. We actually find it a lot more interesting to work with agencies for a couple of different reasons. I think agencies are very forward leaning and are subject matter experts. And because of that, the agencies who I've been working with, front burner at the very top, really at the end of the day, it's like you guys are trying to deliver ROI to your clients.
Yeah.
Like you have to actually be able to deliver results. So that aligns very well with our approach of optimization first. That's the most important part.
Yeah.
So like that's actually worked out really well for us.
It's been super fun, actually. I love the agency direct approach. I think in the beginning you said, we're really good at this part, but that next part you guys are really good at. And so like, let's put those two together. And it's been very fun because we were kind of in the beta and we got to play with the different features and be like, hey, what if it could do this?
Where's the download button, Harry?
Yeah, how do I download this thing? That's right. And then an hour later, there was a download button.
Yeah, I was like, this is
really
amazing. Fun. Can you talk a little bit about like how this offering, like from your lens, and you've talked about why agencies are the right fit, but how does Visto, how does the platform complement our offerings in the agency landscape? Like, how does it complement what we're already doing?
Yeah. So the way I think about Visto is I think AI is very powerful in enabling workforces. I think AI can make human beings 10 times more efficient and 10 times more effective. At the end of the day, that's really what we're trying to do. We're trying to enable agencies to deliver GEO in the best way possible. So we try to automate a lot of the repetitive work, like doing research and identifying opportunities. Like if you think back to like the SEO era, there's so much time that's spent doing research, doing keyword research. A lot of that is now, like from my standpoint, you can start to actually think about how do you automate that and actually make it better with AI, right?
Yep.
So that's really what we're trying to do. So we then surface up to the agency, hey, these are things that we found. These are things that we think are gaps and are opportunities for you to help your clients improve. Now, I think the agencies know the clients the best. You're at the front line. So it's actually better for you to actually have that information, and then you partner with the clients to decide what's actually worthwhile working on. You guys can prioritize, you guys can create the GEO strategic roadmap, and then go from there. And then we provide some more help with how to optimize. And then we measure the results and do attribution.
Yeah. And I also think if you gave this to just an end user marketing department, it's pretty overwhelming.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a lot of information in there, and like an agency is better suited to kind of help gauge what's appropriate for a client.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And the fact that Tom already gave us the nod on being at top of the agency pile, I love that. That's a good soundbite right there. Thanks, Tom.
Let's go.
Yeah. We didn't even pay him for that one. That's good. If you work with agencies, we work with clients. If you were to see a client, though, we'll just call it a SMB client who's interested, has heard all the buzzwords, it's everywhere. They're either scared of it, but know it's coming, or they're trying to lean into it, but don't know how. What would your message to them be about why now is the time to get their arms around this as much as possible?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to answer that question directly, but before going there, I actually do think that I think doing SEO and doing GEO is difficult. It's hard, and I think GEO specifically is such a new industry. Like we're even Visto, we're still learning a lot of stuff every single day, right? Yeah. So I think it really takes an expert, a subject matter expert, an agency who is really thinking about this all the time and keeping up with the latest and greatest and constantly running experiments and constantly trying new things. I feel like that's the best way to actually take action and actually win in GEO. That factors really, really hugely in us identifying agencies as ICP. I did not take that lightly, right? I feel that going direct to an end client and just putting a really complicated tool in front of them, to your point, it's going to be very overwhelming. Like it's going to be very, very difficult to do. So by working with the experts, we empower the experts then serve the clients. I feel like that's a much better path in my opinion. Yep. Now to answer your question of like, why is this the right time for clients? I think there are many different reasons. AI is here to stay. Like we can all agree with that. Yep. It's only going to, like the usage is only going to grow. So AI is already talking to, like your clients, customers all day long. I mean, you want to know what AI is saying, and you want to have influence in how AI is representing your brand. I think that is huge. Another thing is the impact is real. The impact is real. Like I mentioned earlier, AI search already represents 40% of searches out there today, and traffic is already going down from organic Google search. Like you need to be positioned for the future. The third is the platforms have spoken. ChatGPT, Perplexity, these are all growing in popularity. And even Google themselves are like, they've signaled very, very strongly that AI is the future with AI overview and AI mode. So I think for companies, there's a little bit of you need to safeguard your brand for the future. You need to position yourself for growth, and you don't want to be invisible in the age of AI.
No, I think, yeah. You said it better than I could, but that's what, yeah.
Well, while you
Go
were
ahead.
talking about it, I was kind of thinking in a different light also that, we have a lot of clients that wouldn't want to spend on SEO for years, right? And we would say, we really should invest in SEO, but they really didn't want to do it. But everyone was still kind of searching the same, right? You're still kind of going through pages of results. And some people have a higher tolerance for how many pages they'll go.
Yeah, I'm going to page 7.
Right. Like I'm going to dig deep because I'm a good searcher, but like
I'm great at research.
Now that window that's going to get put in front of them is a much smaller window. So it's eliminating the possibility or the option for them to even do that. So it's less individually controlled and more, controlled by the overlords.
The overlords, Skynet.
Yeah.
This was time well spent. We definitely appreciate your time today, Tom, and for sharing with us and being partners with us. We've truly enjoyed this journey, and we're really excited to start showing results to our clients. I mean, this is we're living it. To your point, the thing that keeps us up at night. I know me, at least. I don't know about you, but it's definitely something that's.
Just have your AI sing you a lullaby.
Oh my gosh. So to bring this full circle here, right? Search isn't just about being found anymore. We talked about it at the beginning. It's about being chosen. And that's really the big shift that we see. We weren't chasing hype when Visto actually found us, right? We were looking for something that we could work with that would help us give results and it would truly give us a roadmap and baseline AI presence and a roadmap forward to grow our clients' brands in AI visibility. It wasn't because GEO is trendy. A lot of it is to do with, Tom and Harry and Gianni, because they're pretty kick-ass and we enjoy. Like culturally, we've all aligned, and it's just been a lot of fun working together.
Also an excellent follow on LinkedIn.
Excellent follow on LinkedIn. Yep. Yeah, definitely. We're going to give Tom a moment to plug all the things in a minute. But, also SEO does still matter. Yes. I know. You're not a liar.
I know.
Good job, Kendra. And actually, more than ever, even in our offerings, we don't offer just SEO, but we do SEO plus schema.
Yeah.
Right?
At a minimum.
At a minimum. Like, you have to be doing something. You have to be trying. So authority still matters. Sentiment still matters. So for your citation, I think ultimately though that brands that like really roll up their sleeves, partner and work with a subject matter expert like us at an agency, are going to be found. They're going to be more visible, and their brand's going to survive as this keeps coming. It's here, but as we continue to see the next iteration of it. So, Tom, definitely appreciate you joining us. Please give your information, and then I'll take us out of here.
Yeah. If you want to reach out to me directly, I would love to chat. My email is tom.lee@getvisto.com. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn. It's tom-ky-lee. We'd love to keep in touch.
Awesome.
And last thing from my side, I've really, really enjoyed the partnership with Front Burner. Like it's been amazing. When we started, like Harry and I set out to build the best GEO platform for agencies. And the way we started was we wanted to build alongside of the leading experts in the space. So we created an agency program. We were really selective about who we worked with. And, we wanted to, work together and almost co-develop something that is amazing, right? So we started off with something that was very, very technical. And Jay kind of mentioned it. It was like, when we first started, we provided so many tools out there. It was really difficult to actually make sense of it. And I like to use this analogy of a buffet. Like I'm giving you all this, I'm giving you everything out there, and you can figure out on your own how to use it. But that's not the most useful thing to do. So with all the inputs from the Front Burner team and our other agencies, we were able to really build our solution around the workflow of an agency and really help as much as we can on every step of the way. So I think one example that comes to mind is I think a lot of our customers, the agencies, tell us that a lot of time is actually spent when going into the first couple meetings with a prospect, with a client. Now, so what we did was we built some tools around that. if we were not focused on agencies on this ICP, if we were kind of going after, say, like Uber or Salesforce or Walmart, there's really no reason for us to build out something like that. But because we're partnering so closely with agencies, we're able to kind of see that a lot more, and then also understand how do you manage the account, what's actually important to the clients, how do we actually provide attribution. So I think all the inputs from the front burner team has been super helpful, and also we get a lot of good ideas and advice on optimization as well. So even our technology is influenced by the team. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, we've loved that too, and it's hard to keep us from giving our opinions, frankly.
Who, us? Come on now.
We love sharing feedback.
Yeah.
Can I offer you some
All
feedback?
right. Thanks again, Tom. And if you're still listening, if you've made it all the way to this part of the episode, you know what to do next. Like, follow, share. More importantly, reach out. You can go to our site. You can reach out to us directly. And let's get you set up with the AI visibility audit.
For free.
For free.
Oh my gosh.
Love free things.
Yeah.
Take care.